Dipti from the Media and Public Relations Committee of IIM Raipur. Today, I'm honored to have with us Shri Dasmeet Singh, Associate Vice President, PRISM. We're truly honored to have you here, sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir, so can we dive right into the questions?
Yeah, why not? Let's do that.
Sir, so given that you are holding a great leadership position right now, we'd love to know what was your motivation to pursue the career path that you have?
See, for me, I have always been a people manager. Right? So I have been working into various roles wherein what I've seen in my last 18, 19 years of experience, that if you can align the complete team management and your team members to a common goal, the outcomes can be very great, right? Alignment plays a very strong role. So how thoughtfully you can strategize and channelize the energies of your team actually gives a lot of different trajectory to the entire workforce which you are operating with, right? So over the period, I've realized that beyond the numbers, actually there are people. Purpose is the actual enabler which actually changes the thing. And that is what has been my motivation all through.
That's really interesting. And so during this growth journey of your growth, we want to know what are the true leadership and analytical skills that you feel are essential, and how have they shaped your growth this far?
Two things which comes to my mind immediately. One is that we should be having a customer-centric approach, and we should have approach which allows you to think through the data. So data centricity and customer centricity are two most important things for me, because once you are looking the data and you are analyzing and looking the entire ecosystem of the organization, you would be able to take a better outputs. But I've realized that with more of employee centricity and a customer centricity, you actually empathizes with the people, right? And that is what makes you differentiated from a leadership perspective. So in all these years, it has enabled me, both these approach have enabled me that from a problem solver, I have been moving to the role of a change maker now.
That's inspiring, sir. Thank you so much. And you've talked about data centricity, and now that we see that the world is changing super fast, it's like faster than you blink. In such a data-driven and with AI and everything coming into place, how do you think adaptation plays a role, and how at PRISM have you enabled adaptation?
So for me, data and the AI, right? Data and the technology are actually enablers. They are not the change makers. They are enablers for faster human growth. They are enablers for faster business growth, right? In case we can match the speed, it is though, as you rightly said, that data and the entire changes are happening at the blink of our eyes. But in case we can match them and we can use them for our own benefit, for the organizational benefit, it can take us to the new places, right? So, but while I'm saying that data and technology would be the enabler, that alone cannot do that.
Yeah.
A lot of things needs to be applied to you as a culture. So culture would also play a very vital role, that while we are adapting, while we are moving, our culture also goes sound.
Sir, you've talked about culture, you've talked about data centricity and people centric. How do you think that, what is your leadership style today, and how has it evolved over the years?
Interesting. So today I think that I'll put that I am more of a collaborative, adaptive, and outcome-oriented leadership, which I'm trying to learn and move. So earlier, I used to be more of a precision kind of a thing, wherein we wanted to get the works done. But as the things have evolved, and my leadership have also evolved along with it, I've learned the long way. So what I've seen is that in case you can give thoughts, you can listen to the thoughts, and you can empower them, it can go a long way for them. Right? Your team can perform much better than only to give directions. So giving more empowerment, giving more collaboration to the team is what I believe at.
So that's really insightful. And again, decision making. You've talked about decentralizing and being more people centric. We see that the organizations have started to shift towards a more hybrid culture and digitalization, skill centric decision making. What do you foresee as a development in terms of talent management or organizational culture?
So see, any organization in the next decade, that organization would sustain, who would be able to manage these changes, right? Who would be able to mitigate this hybrid work cultures. And when we say hybrid, it is not only about place of work or a gender hybridization which is there. Things would evolve with this AI coming up. I guess it would be more than job titles than what you can actually do for.
Correct.
Right? More than title fitment, how easily you can fit into any role, right? So people need to work on their skills. They cannot be rigid to one skill, and ensure that, because when we are moving towards hybrid, it's not only workplace or other things.
Mm-hmm.
It would actually tribute to a lot of other things, right? In case you are able to match up that pace, and that would be required in next decade to come. So when we are moving ahead, for me, it is very important that lot of ownership sense is coming while we are talking about hybrid, right? Lot of more agility in your own skill building is happening. Otherwise, you would not be able to sustain the change which we'll see.
Sir, I think I'll take your word for it. Which is why even here we focus a lot of focus on
Yes.
lot on skill building. And given we're talking about skill building, we'd want you to give the students of IIM Raipur who are pursuing and looking forward to getting into the cultural work, corporate culture world, and being business owners someday. What is your piece of advice for them?
I guess we have some great minds already here, right? You have great faculty members who are already helping you around. With my experience, I can simply say that while we are moving ahead, while you would be hunting for your first job, right? Please look for more of a value-driven roles rather than job titles. That is first piece of advice, because that is how the early stage of your innings would go, and that would shape up your entire future. Right? That is first and foremost advice which we had, that please look for value in whatever things which you are doing, and then move to other things. Second, we need to learn how to connect dots between various disciplines. Right? Whether you need to connect the dots, and once you are learning that art, you can go a long way into your careers. Third is that anything which you would be doing, you should do it by passion, and you should do it by discipline. In case you are not having discipline around your work and you are not passionate about what you are doing, it is actually a short-term game. It would not go into a long-term distance.
Sir, listening to you, I truly feel like you have guided us in some direction, and I feel like this would be very similar for all the viewers we have here.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
sir.
having me here. Thank you so much. It is a privilege being here.
And we are truly looking forward to seeing you super soon again.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And thank you so much for saying.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.